Let's discuss Chapter 13 from Volume 2 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. This chapter concerns an Egyptian myth about judgment of souls after death. The Egyptian myth goes that one's heart is weighed against a feather, and the guilt of sin will make your heart heavy. And all those whose heart is heavier than the feather are doomed. I, of course, have that protagonist energy, and the scales would reach equilibrium. But as we will see in this corrupt morality play, this corrupt official will not be judged favorably. In Chapter 13, Yugi and his friends go to an Egyptology exhibit. Yes, an Egyptian exhibit. Here we see the introduction of the antagonist who covets Yugi's Millennium Puzzle. And in flies the protagonist, Shaddai with his Millennium Scale, which gives him the capability to judge souls. In the bottom left, we see a depiction of this myth with Sobek, the Punisher, for failing the judgment of Anubis. On the right side, you can see the feather, and on the left side, you can see the heart. Shaddai, like Yugi, is possessed by an ancient Egyptian spirit, and he is tasked with preserving the legacy of the pharaoh. I feel that Shaddai's tears are powerful because it forces the reader to consider their own mortality, and the mortality of those they know. It takes death away from an abstract and makes it an undeniable fact of life. The antagonist seeks to sell the Millennium Puzzle as a corrupt official. Shaddai busts up in the office like, "Bitch, the fuck you think you're doing?" He throws the Millennium Scales on the table and takes the feather of Mot out of his turban. He begins to interrogate him, and of course the thief lies. And of course, for trying to cheat the rules of the Shadow game, he gets a penalty game. The chair he's sitting in transforms into Sobek, who devours him. His attempt to placate the attack with offers of money demonstrate his basic corruption. Shaddai retrieves the Millennium Puzzle and returns it to Yugi. He breaks out the Millennium Key and hacks into Yugi's mind. Inside, Shaddai notices the dualistic nature of his mind, and he is confronted by the spirit of the pharaoh. Sobek is both a blessing and a curse. The righteous want justice. The righteous want punishment for iniquities.